While Formula One cars are racing, mechanics can keep a constant check on their performance. The transfer of information from the car to the pit lane is known as data communication, and it's an increasingly important part of motor racing. GP Weekly visited BAR to find out how it all works.
The data is paramount in determining the true performance of your car and what it is about your car which is slow, which is what you need in order to be able to improve the following year and the year after. The data on the car is transmitted by telemetry to an area on the truck. Then the data is passed through the garage and goes, using the CableFree Wireless units, to the pit wall, where all the engineers sit, and that's where they look at the data and make their decisions. But the data on the pit wall is crucial to the engineer's decision making about what to do next. He's looking at all the information available on the car, temperatures, pressures, lap time, and he can make decisions in a practice session about whether or not what's going on with the car is good enough, bring the car in to make better use of the session, or possibly even if something's about to break on the car, he'll bring the car in rather than leave it stranded at the other side of the circuit. In a race, you're looking at how well the car is performing, and whether or not there are any problems which you can do something about, like an overheating engine because there is grass or other debris in the radiators. You can call the car in, have it cleaned out and carry on the race. The performance of the car is being analysed all the time by the engineers and more people in the garage, in the truck and indeed back at the factory. They're all watching what's happening with the car to try and improve the performance of the car.
There's a lot of short-term work that can be done where we're looking at the data as the car is running on the track at that time. We can react within half an hour to engineers' suggestions. We can also comment on what they've actually done. We can do a bit of post-analysis. But there's a lot of work that is done. Updating the cars are never the same. There's a lot of medium-term work as well, so that we're looking at what's happening with the current car now, and so that we can better prepare for the sort of next 2, 3, 4 Grand Prix. One of the classic uses of data is you record all the bumps, the circuit, the car riding over those bumps. Then on Friday night of a Grand Prix weekend, we'll reproduce that on our 7-poster rig back in the factory and try and tune the suspension of the car to give us the maximum grip we can. So come Saturday when the car goes out, it's got some changes that should improve the performance. Motor racing, and especially Formula One, has expanded most in the last few years, really. The ability to analyse, the ability to understand to a much greater depth the vehicle dynamics, and how we can, through the use of computers and computing, can improve that performance. The CableFree device allows us to take the network over to the pit wall without using any wires, and it's extremely fast. It's also very reliable and easy to set up, both of which are very important to us because the most important thing is that the thing does not stop working.
If you think of it like a torch, wherever you can shine a torch and see it at the other end, that's how our systems work. Wireless is the way to go for networking, not just in Formula One, but throughout the whole of the IT industry. Gone are the days where they have to drag cable under the ground or over the circuit. They can have these systems aligned within 5 minutes of being on the racetrack, and the information is from car to the garage. This is what the Formula One teams need, and this is what we try and provide for them.
An average modem that you use to dial out to the internet would work at about 50 kilobits per second. This is working at a gigabit per second, which is about 20,000 times faster than your internet connection.
Join us next week on GP Weekly for more from the world of motorsport.